Hi guys, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Friday video report. I've got a free play coming up in just a moment on the Memphis Tulsa game on the heels of giving you Temple outright as a 3-point dog at East Carolina last night here on the video report. And I'll take a look at game number 6 of the ALCS between the Royals and the Blue Jays. But first, I have two very important messages here for you at the outset of this report. One is aimed toward everyone watching, the other specifically to the men in the audience. First, your general population message. You know, after the charity play of the week wins, I always give you a form of bribery, shall we say. I incentivize you to make a donation, and if you haven't made one yet, if you're watching here on the video, on the website, just scroll down under the video and please make a donation. I try to incentivize you by giving you even greater discounts. I give you a coupon code after one wins, which it did on Tuesday, courtesy of Gabriel DuPont, to save $125 off the purchase price of any Handicapper's 30-day package here at the site. That's right, $125 right off the top just by using coupon code SAVE125, SAVE125, no space between the word SAVE and the number 125. If you happen to already be involved in a long-term package with a handicapper, like about 80% of you out there are at the site, that will enable you to add additional days to your package. Let's say you have 10 days left. You want to buy another 30-day package of that particular handicapper. That'll give you 40 days. You save $125 off the top. And if you have any instant rebates, they are applicable as well. Or you can save $50 off the purchase price of any handicapper 7-day package, which is a great deal when you think about it. There's football Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I think Tuesday in the Sun Belt Conference again. Save $50 off the purchase price of any handicapper 7-day package by using coupon code SAVE50, S-A-V-E, and the number 50. Now again, both of these coupons expire today, so if you're going to take advantage of them, do so. Should you have any questions, you can always contact customer service. Okay, now this message is aimed to all of you men in the audience. This is a day that has snuck up on us. This is a day that we have feared for at least a couple of years, but Adele is back. That's right, the British singer Adele is back. Today, dropped the first single of her new album called Hello, and the video as well, and you know what problems this causes. Let me just refresh your memory. Do you recall, let's go back about a year, 18 months ago, when every single time you turned on the radio, all you heard was Adele? Because Adele was like the poster child for all the women out there that have been scorned by us men. I don't care if it's your girlfriends, your mother, your mistress, your wife. All those women scorned, they flocked to Adele. They listened and bought her album. 21 was the title. It sold 30 million copies worldwide, 11 to 12 million right here in the U.S., won 6 Grammys, 2 Brit Awards, everything. And all you heard was Adele nonstop on the radio. It's because men pissed off women. You got to stop now. We've got to stop Adele before this mania takes over again. I mean, I'm being serious here, guys. You know what it's like to be driving down the car and all of a sudden, you know, you're driving along and you hit that radio station, boom. I don't care if you're terrestrial radio or on satellite. You pop up the next station, it's Adele, it's Adele, it's Adele. How many of you can ever tell me truthfully that you can honestly appreciate Fire in the Rain if you hear it one more time on the radio? We've got to stop Adele. Today, you've been given a warning. So it's up to you guys. Make good to the woman that you have scorned. Make sure she doesn't stream the album. Make sure she doesn't buy the album in the store, download it on iTunes. Really, you've got to go all out. We must stop Adele. Let's move on now to what else is going on here at the site. Brad Wilton won again last night. Gee, what a surprise, huh? 4th ever 200 dime play in the NFL. Seattle, easy, at San Francisco. Oh, and you got the play for half price. Brad Wilton, you know, he's really struggling. Geez, he's only won 22 of the last 29 days and made $10 bettors, a little over $23,000 in that stretch. Listen, the featured play today, however, Trace Adams going for winning day number 8 out of 11. Double your wager, 2,000 star winner number 2 in a row. His AAC game of the year, Memphis and Tulsa, twice as strong as his normal top-rated 1,000 star play. Matches his 2,000 star winner last Sunday when the Dolphins crushed the Titans in Nashville. And you get it for half price by using coupon code HALF, H-A-L-F. Shawn Michaels, the winningest handicapper here at the site and comes to football. Pro and college combined over the past 6 years has made $10 bettors, a little over 27 27 grand. Yeah, it's Adele. I mean, this whole thing is just, you don't realize how much it's just flustered me today. Anyway, Shawn Michaels, you can save $65 off his 50-dime winner number 3 in a row on his Mountain West Lock of the Year, Utah State, San Diego State, the side selection. That's your 10:30 Eastern Time late night kickoff on TV tonight. All your other promos, etc., can be found over on the homepage. Let's talk about the game between Memphis and Tulsa. Listen, you know, both these teams that are playing tonight, both favorites, are in prime letdown situations. Utah State, of course, snapped a 12-game losing streak to Boise State with that humiliation of the Broncos last Friday night at home. They're on the road. Well, Memphis last week at home, the monster upset as a double-digit dog, taking care of business and whacking Ole Miss. But now they're on the road against Tulsa. So, you know, I had the opportunity to watch Memphis in person when I was down in Tampa a couple weeks ago when they took on South Florida. And it was a game in where Memphis just came out. They were sluggish in the first half, eventually looked like they were going to cover, and then South Florida came back and scored with like a minute 40 to go to get the backdoor cover. But I wasn't really surprised because if you remember earlier this season when they went to Bowling Green in that barn burner game, I mean, you know, they managed to sneak off with the 44-41 win, but they didn't play well in that one either. This is a team that I think is definitely primed for a letdown, and they're in the perfect spot here tonight as you're asking them to lay 10.5 to 11 points at Tulsa. Now, you know, are the Golden Hurricane that good? Not really. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. I mean, they're coming off a 30-17 loss at East Carolina where they trailed 23-0 at the start of the fourth quarter. But you got Memphis coming off the big win, playing on a short week, on the road. And those are three critical factors I think that you have to consider when you handicap and get ready to gamble in any particular game. You got a Memphis team that averages 46 points a game. You got a Tulsa team that gives up almost 35 points a game. You've got a quarterback from Memphis and Paxton Lynch who has completed 70% of his passes this season and has thrown for over 300 yards in 5 straight games. You got a Memphis ground game that averages almost 190 yards a game. So, I mean, this is a diverse offense. And Tigers managed to snap a 4-game skid in the series with last year's 40-20 win at home when they were laying 24 and failed to cover. I remember the game vividly because I had Memphis that night, and it ended a winning streak. Now, listen, Memphis is going to win this game. They're 6-0 on the season. They've won 13 straight games going back to last season. But considering their road struggles at Bowling Green and at South Florida, the latter of which I witnessed in person, considering they're coming off the big win at home, the upset, considering they're playing on the short week and on the road, I got to take Tulsa plus the points in this game. Do I like it as much as I like last night's play on Temple when I told you I thought the Owls would win outright at East Carolina as a 3-point dog? No, not really, to be honest with you, but I think it's the wise way to go if you're going to invest in this game. Memphis is clearly the better team. The question is, when you have a bunch of 17 to 22-year-olds, they're all going to be influenced by the factor of the letdown or the look ahead, which is the two factors that you must always consider when handicapping college football or college basketball. And I think Memphis gets in that trap situation in this sandwich game tonight. Now, the Blue Jays trying to stave off elimination. Don't you just love that word? Stave. Stave off elimination. Yes. They're a 130 favorite tonight at Kansas City. You know, they got David Price, who's made 7 playoff career starts, and he's lost all 7. He had 6 brilliant innings in game number 2 at Kauffman Stadium in this series, and then it all fell apart when he allowed 5 runs in the 7th. I mean, at one point he retired 18 straight batters, and then, boom, it was gone. Next thing you knew, Royals took a 2-0 lead in the series. Whew, this is a tough game. I'll tell you what, you know, I already wrote off my series play on Toronto. I mean, I just counted it as a loser. I mean, it's over. It's done with. I don't think the Blue Jays can win 3 straight. So I'd handicap the game. The thing is, though, here tonight, yes, the Royals are returning home where they play so much better than on the road. And they're playing in a spacious stadium in Kauffman Stadium, which has the deep power alleys, the deep fences. You know, all that space takes away what the Blue Jays do best, which is putting the ball out of the ballpark. You know, they had 3 hits in game number 1. They were pretty much handcuffed for most of game number 2, finishing with only 3 runs. When they faced Ventura tonight, the game 2 starter, they're going to face him again this evening. You know, his earned run average in 3 postseason starts is 6.57. He's walked 6, allowed 9 runs, given up 16 hits in 12 and a third innings. In game number 2, he managed to get through 5 and a third innings, but he gave up 3 runs on 8 hits. Blue Jays didn't homer in the first 2 games, however, in Kansas City. I handicapped the game. I don't know which way to go in it, but I figured I'd pass on the stats. I mean, it's tough to take a team on the brink of elimination, which is another great word. Right there with stave, brink of elimination. You know, in a do-or-die situation, which I think I've now covered all the cliches we can possibly talk about in an elimination game. Oh, one more. The Blue Jays with their backs to the wall. Yes, you know, when you graduate journalism school, they give you this little black book of cliches, and this is where you get them from. So anyway, you know, I lean a little toward Toronto tonight because I just can't imagine that David Price is going to be 0-8 in 8 career playoff starts. I mean, sooner or later, the odds have to go in your favor, right? But in reality, I'll just stick with Memphis as your free play. Good luck, everybody. I'll catch you again on Saturday when we do this one more time. And remember, stop Adele. You think maybe I should get some T-shirts made up, you know, put Adele's picture on it with that little red thing with the stripe there? Stop Adele. We should hand out. I don't know. Could be kind of cool. Talk to you later, guys.